Hi, Weather Joey here with your bottom of the South Island weather recap. Going out to you in the future and forecast to all my friends out there right now. It's been a while. Good to see you. A whole new situation in here. It's more spacious. I'm no longer sleeping out here. The family has taken over the basement, so I got a room downstairs with the nephews, so that is good. But this remains the broadcast center to the future and to the present. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Let's see, I think our last forecast was, or our last recap was on October 16th. It was a Monday. Today we're at Wednesday, November 2nd. October's done. We're into November and it looks like a stormy start, but we'll get into that in a second. Before I get to that, I'd like to, as always, thank and acknowledge the First Peoples of this land, from West Saanich, Lekwungen, to Sooke and beyond, and across this beautiful land, referred to as Turtle Island. Thank you for allowing us to live, work, and play on your beautiful traditional territories. Aichka. Yeah, so if you look back at our last forecast, we got into the forecast, and we alluded to some things that were actually ended up being quite accurate. What we alluded to at the end of that forecast was this high pressure ridge building over through here, promising into that week of the 23rd through to the 28th into the 30th. A cooler, much cooler northerly flow, a whole different pattern, much drier. We did suggest that it might start off with a little low that would come over the island or come down from the north, and indeed it did. So as we got into the 23rd into 24th, this northerly flow first started with a low that came down over here. Now normally, if this low had happened, it was cool low, so if it had happened like a month from now, a month and a half from now, that would have been a major snowstorm for the south coast. This time of year, temperature's not warm enough, but the higher elevations got snow. In fact, some places at sea level got snow during this. But the higher elevations, the mountains got their first dump of snow for the year, and a lot of people getting excited up there, those snow lovers. That hung around for, let's see, most of the rain fell on the 24th and into the 25th. Things start to clear out on Wednesday the 25th, I believe it was. And as we suggested, this brought us into a cool, dry flow and our first frost of the season the morning of Thursday, October 26th. And that started a real trend. For the next, I think from the 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, at least five frosty, cool days, beautiful frosty mornings, nice, beautiful fall days, nice colors, sunny the whole time, right through the 30th as this ridge slowly shifted onto the coast and down over the coast, lasting through and into October 31st. That would have been 2 days ago. Now, 31st saw us get up in the morning with some frosty morning, another frosty morning. However, this ridge, let me get an Araza here. Hope you guys are doing well out there and have internet access in the future. By the 31st, that Halloween. Oh yeah, and I just wanted to mention, throughout this whole nice, beautiful fall clear spell, the moon came up and it started coming into, waxing into full during this time, waning away from full. So we got a full evening view. By the 31st, it was a late waning moon coming up later in the evening, but if you stayed up long enough that night, you would have seen a nice, beautiful moon, meaning that the skies did manage to stay clear, but this ridge for the 31st was flattening out. And on the 31st, because we had new low pressure coming up into the lower Gulf of Alaska, we started to see wisps of cloud come through from the west-southwest on the 31st, but it was still clear enough to see the moon. Now, this storm system around it had a little low that was heading up by the 1st, November 1st, yesterday, heading up towards the North Island, intensifying. It brought quite a strong front through later in the day, or increasing clouds through the day. By the evening, we were into rain, and that fell through all through the night and into this morning. So we got a fair chunk of rain on the south coast with that. That storm's moved through. We've got some breezy conditions coming through right now. The sun's shining, off and on, cloud moving through. This low pressure up here, and this is for you guys out there in the future, and I've been sending out that vibe all week that we're into a new storm pattern. But this low out here is bringing, generally through the end of this week and through the weekend into Monday, a much milder west-southwest, southwest flow with bouts of rain and wind as little systems come by, fairly strong at times with breaks in between. So we will see rainy weather off and on with breaks in between, stormy fall weather, all this pattern into early Monday. Now by Monday, or by Tuesday next week, it looks like, I think that's the 7th, it looks like things are going to mellow out. And the latest models are showing this storm activity to ease up, a little bit of surface high pressure building in. It looks like we'll still have storm activity out here, but it looks like enough high pressure and more of a, just a kind of a benign pattern on into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even by next week. So yeah, drier weather again all next week. Doesn't look like much rain at all, if any. Cloudier through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even into Friday. Starts clearing up a bit more and more sun as the week goes on. I know it's a long ways away, but we're thinking into that Remembrance Day weekend. We might be into more sun, but the milder kind of sun, not this northerly flow, cool, crisp, frosty. May see a light frost in the morning, but daytime temperatures more up towards the 10 degrees sort of range, and maybe 12 degrees, depends on the, but yeah, calm weather. We're thinking now there's a chance that may not happen. We may see this storm system push onto the coast and cause more storms kind of coming from the southwest, but we'll go with that first option first, the sunnier, brighter view on life. Chalk dust. Anyway, I missed you over the past couple of weeks. Feeling pretty good about the new arrangement. Hope this helps you out. Hope this helps you in the future. Hope this helps all my friends around. And as always, may the forecast be with you.